Hello, champions, and welcome to today's class. I am Fola, and this is Learn with Fola. Today, I am excited to be introducing parts of the plant and their functions. Parts of the plant and their functions. Are you ready? Yeah, let's dive in. So, every plant is divided into two sections. Every plant is divided into two sections. There is a part of the plant that is above the ground. It is above the ground. That's what you see. That's the part of the plant that you see with your physical eyes. And there is another part of the plant that is deep down in the ground, in the soil. Deep in the soil. You don't get to see that one. It is deep down in the soil. Now, that part that is above that you can see is the shoot. S-H-O-O-T. The shoot. That part is above the ground. That's the part that you see. And now the other part of the plant is below the ground. You don't see that. That is the root. So you have the shoot and the root. The shoot is above the ground. The root is below the ground, beneath the ground, right there, buried in the soil. The root is buried in the soil, but the shoot is above the ground, and that is what you see. So now that you know the root and the shoot section of a plant, the root and the shoot section of the plant, let's go to the parts of the plant. You have your eyes as a part of your body, and you can see with it. You have your legs as a part of your body, and you can walk, you can move or dance with it. You also have your heart, which pumps blood throughout your body. Am I right? Good. So the same thing is for a plant. There are different parts of your plant, and they perform different functions. There is a need for every part. If you have your tablet, it has its parts, and there are different functions that your tablet, different parts of your tablet would also function as. So therefore, for your plant, there are different parts, and the first part you want to know is the stem. It has the stem. There is a part called the stem. There is a part called the leaves, a part called the flowers, the fruits, and the seeds. Then the roots. So you have the roots, that's the one below the ground. You have the stem that is standing tall. That's the one standing tall. That is like the carrier. That is the one carrying the leaves, carrying the fruits, carrying the flower, carrying the seed. So you should know that the major parts are the roots, yes, the stem, the leaves, the flowers, the fruits, and the seeds. Okay, so let's proceed. What does the roots do? So let me ask you, what does your legs do? You walk with it, right? Good. So what do you think the roots of your plant get to do? Because they are actually doing something. Every root of your plant helps your plant to drink water. The roots helps the plant to drink water from the soil. I'm sure you know that deep underground you have water. Now that water gets into the plant through the roots. So the roots helps your plants to drink water from the soil. That's the first thing. Water passes through the root to the plant. So the roots helps your plant to drink water. Number 2, the roots holds your plant firmly to the ground. It holds your plant firmly to the ground. That's what is sustaining it. That's what makes it stand in the soil. So it makes your plant to stand firm in the ground. And number 3 thing that your root does is it stores the food. It's like a storekeeper for your plant. It stores the food. It keeps the food just like a cupboard. Your plant also eats. So most of the food it eats is being stored in the roots. It's being stored in the roots. So always remember this, that your roots helps the plant to drink and to stay strong. The root helps the plant to drink and to stay firmly in the soil. It also stores its food. Now the fruits. The fruits are the parts of the plant that we eat. We eat them, just like you can have your cucumber, your pineapple, your mango, your oranges, your kiwi, name them. They are the parts of the plant that we eat. And inside of that, inside of your fruit is a seed. Inside of your fruit is a seed. That seed is what will reproduce a new plant. So the seed in your fruit, once it's dried, can't be planted. It can be replanted so that your plant can grow into a new plant. So when you have a plant, it's definitely have its roots. It definitely has its fruits. So that fruit is what is being eaten, is what is being consumed. It has lots of nutrients to give to us. So when we eat them, you get to a part of the fruit that you see a seed inside. That seed is mostly not consumed. What we do with them is we'll make sure that they are replanted back into the soil where they can germinate, where they can grow back into a new plant. Then the stem. The stem holds the plant upright. It makes your plant stand upright. Once your stem is broken, you won't have a plant that is standing upright. So therefore, the stem holds the plant upright. That's the first thing it does. Number 2, it serves as a carrier. It carries the food and the water to other parts of the plant. It's like it's serving, like a waiter that serves food. So your stem carries water and carries food to other parts of the plant. So you can also see it as a road or a route that leads to other parts of the plant. The stem is like the road inside the plant that leads to other parts. And what does it do? It carries the food and the water from the roots. It will take the food from the roots and then it will start passing it to other parts of the plant. That is the stem. The leaves of the plant makes food. They're like the chef in the kitchen making the food. So the leaves makes food for the plant using sunlight, air, and water. Those are the 3 things that the leaves use to make food for the plant. The leaves will make food for the plant. With what? It will make food with the sunlight it gets, with the air it gets, and with the water that is being passed from the roots. It uses that to make food for the plant. Just like mommy makes yummy food for you using different ingredients, right? Mommy would make jollof rice and we had different ingredients to make it. So what ingredient is being used in the plant? The leaves would make use of the sunlight, the air, and the water. This process is called photosynthesis. The process is called photosynthesis. Then the flowers. That's the beautiful part of the plant, right? You see many plants with beautiful flowers on them, and you love to cut the flowers. So what do they do? The flowers helps the plants to make seeds. The flowers helps the plant to make seed. Every plant must have a seed, and this seed is hidden in your flowers. So you need the seed to make a new plant. So therefore, flowers helps the plant to make seeds. They also make the plant very beautiful. They make the plant attractive. And flowers also help new plants to grow because we need a new plant. That's called reproduction. So don't forget that the roots drink water, the stems carries the food, the leaves makes food, the flowers make seed. Let's repeat again. The roots, they drink water and they store the food, and they are deeply rooted in the soil. The stems carries the food to other parts of the plant. They carry the food to other parts of the plant. Then the leaves makes the food with what? With what ingredient? With the sunlight, with the air, and the water. That process is called photosynthesis. Then the flowers make the seeds. These are the major functions of the different parts of the plant. I'm glad you've learned something today. Okay, so can we quickly do a recap? Do you remember that we have the shoots and we have the roots? Good. The shoot is the part above the ground. The root is the part buried in the soil. Now, all of the plants can be divided into 6 main parts. You have your roots, you have your stem, your leaves, your flowers, your fruits, and the seeds. I'm sure that when you see a plant the next time, you should be able to label one. Thank you, and see you in the next class. Bye, champions.